What is going on, Soccer Card Fiends? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today I'm here with a video on why I'm not buying any Malik Tillman cards or a lot of our strikers in general. So this isn't going to be a hate piece on him in particular. This isn't me just throwing absolute blankets onto the market. This is just sort of my explanation as someone that's been around the USMNT for a couple years now in terms of soccer cards and why I don't want to go after any of our strikers at the moment. So the main premise being that the striker pool is a mess at the moment. If you want to buy one of every striker just to hedge all your bets and see, how that turns out if you do hit the one, I'm going to go ahead and buy one of all of them today. See what that price is up to, and then compare it to other positions that should be comparable, and we can see how it sort of works out. To dig a little deeper into why, the reason being is because this is just a short list of the names that could be at striker. We have Malik Tillman, Jesus Ferreira, Pepe, Daryl Dichio, Josh Sargent, Matthew Hoppe, Zardes, Sibachu, Haji Wright, and maybe more. You could also have other players that are already on our team that play as a winger maybe, or as a center attacking midfielder that then could be a striker potentially, or at least fit that sort of role maybe as a false nine. And so there's just so many options at the moment. So we'll start by building our striker portfolio with a Malik Tillman out of 99 Topps Chrome Auto. This is going to come in at about $100, and I haven't even mentioned it yet, but if you look at eBay the last day or two, basically there are a couple pages filled with sold listings, so a lot of people are buying Malik Tillman. I don't own a lot of these strikers, I will say. So if you're trying to say, well, you're trying to, pump up other markets and not pump up this market. No, I'm just showing you what I think. If you think the same, then, you do you. If not, then it doesn't matter. I mean, we're just all out here throwing opinions around. So we have $100 for a decent Malik Tillman. Then we go on to Jesus Ferreira to get his true rookie. It is a Topps now that's pretty low print run. I will give it that, but this costs $300. So that comes in at a total cost of $400. Then we have Ricardo Pepi Bowman PSA 9. This is currently a $100 card as well. This, again, is just a base card. For the most part, whenever I looked at these cards, I wanted to get something that was either an out of 99 or maybe a base card if it's more rare. And so that's sort of the formula that I've been following. For Daryl Dichio, we have a $90 Bowman numbered out of 150. This brings the total cost of the striker pool up to $590. Then we have Josh Sargent with a $30 optic out of a 149. Then a Matthew Hoppe auto 9.5/10 SGC. This comes in at $50, bringing the total cost up to $670. A Jossy Zardes. I believe this was numbered out of 75. I'm not quite sure. There's not a lot of numbered Jossy Zardes stuff. I assume this would be $30. It was listed at 70 or best offer, so that was kind of the way that I went with it. And then we have Jordan Sibachu with his optic rated rookie. This really isn't technically his rookie, but whatever. This is $50. So in total, coming up to $750. If you want to buy most everyone in the striker pool, I will say there's also other risk in the sense that this doesn't cover Haji Wright since he doesn't have any cards that I could find. There are other players that are maybe under the radar that still could come up. I mean, this isn't just the defined pool, but this is most everyone you would assume. And if you want to buy a decent card of all of them, it's going to come in at $750, which before I even get to anything else in this video, $750 is like a good Messi rookie at the moment. Maybe not 71 bis, but you could get a good Money Chromo, a good Campione, you could get a mid-grade Este sticker. You can get a ton of Messi rookies for the price that it costs to buy the striker pool for the USMNT. So just throwing that out there. Seems a little wild. So let's go ahead and get into the other options. First, we have Christian Pulisic. His select RPA numbered out at 90 is worth about $830. And in this scenario, this is someone I'd rather be buying than buying our striker pool. Pulisic is a guaranteed starter when healthy for us. That is one of the sort of risk. If you buy the entire striker pool, someone's going to be healthy. If you buy one player, he might not be healthy for the World Cup. So that is something you have to sort of take into account. But with Christian Pulisic, I mean, he is the face of this generation. No matter how his career plays out, he will always be seen that way. Maybe he becomes more of a Freddie Adu, but even then he's achieved much more than him. So he's sort of an established guy for what we have. And to have his RPA basically priced at the same as the striker pool, I'd much rather go with Pulisic because I know he's going to be there for a while, and I also know that there's more upside in a card like this. Like the cards we were talking about before, if you want to buy one of those single cards, maybe your Malik Tillman that's $100 goes up to $700. that would be crazy, right? But you just spent $800 almost on the total pool, so really, you're not making any money. If you bought this, you could make money. You could also lose money, of course, but you can at least make it. With the other strikers, if you buy the pool of strikers, I don't know if there's almost any way that you make money in that unless one of them goes on to become some sort of world-class striker, which, being real, I don't see that at all, but you never know. But yeah, here, 100%, I'd rather have the Pulisic. Next up, we have Timothy Weah. You could get 5 of Tim Weah's gold RPAs from 2018 for $750. So again, this guy, Tim Weah, he's basically a nailed-on starter. It was sort of up in the air. He hasn't performed the best for club this year, so you could make that sort of counter argument, and that's very fair. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, he's a locked-in starter on the right wing for us come World Cup time. Again, if healthy, and I would much rather have 5 of Weah's numbered out of 50 RPAs. I mean, just going off of like the types of cards we're talking about, a numbered out of 50 RPAs better than anything in that striker pool, and you could get 5 of these, and this guy's a starter, and he's already sort of proven it in the last half of World Cup qualifying. So again, just doesn't make much sense to me at all. Then we have Weston McKennie, potentially the best player on the USMNT throughout the last year or two, and for him in the $750 range, you could grab 3 of his rookie autos. So again, I mean, when you can just buy a nailed-on starter and someone that impacts the game as much as McKennie, I didn't add Tyler Adams to this comparison because he's someone that, you know, being a center defensive mid, you won't get a lot of love. But McKennie, he's one of our most threatening aerial attacking threats. So personally, big fan of that. He will be involved in goals. He's also really good in link-up play and moving the ball forward, so he will be involved in the attack, which is really what you want. And again, he's basically a nailed-down starter, one of our best players, and you can grab 3 of his rookie autos for basically the same price as the striker pool. And again, these have potential to move, while in the striker pool, if one thing moves, the others go down, it sort of weighs you down. You're not getting weighed down here. Weston McKennie just basically proven at this point that he should be a staple of the team for a while to come. Then next for Giovanni Reyna, we have 2 Reyna autos from his rookie year, Topps Museum, numbered out of 99, and you can grab this for about $830. So again, same price as the striker player pool. I'd much rather have this every single day of the week. As far as 2019 autos go for Giovanni Reyna, his Topps Museum release is basically the only thing that PSA classifies as a 2019 auto, so it's pretty limited relative to a lot of the other releases you'll see from the striker pool today. That's one thing I didn't add too. A lot of the striker cards are made in 2020, 2021, and those productions are going to be much higher and they're going to be much easier to attain than a lot of the other proven players for our team who are from 2018, 2019, 2016, and so there's less production, less supply, and thus they should be valued more. But even then, you're still getting incredible deals. In my opinion, this, again, would be something I would definitely take over the striker pool every day of the week. Giovanni Reyna, from my perspective, has the highest upside on the USMNT. And with the striker pool, I don't even know what the highest upside you're going to get there is. There's so many of them that maybe you could hit something big, but I don't think any of them have the potential that Giovanni Reyna does in terms of being world-class potential. So again, would much rather go with Reyna. Then finally, to top it off, I thought this one was just silly. We have Sergio Dest. You can get 11 of his RPAs numbered out of 199 for $730. So you can basically get 1 Dest RPA for every single striker that you buy. And actually, you'd even get more. So yes, I would take Dest every single day of the week. I mean, in terms of our team, he is more of a wingback type of player, so he will get up the pitch. He will be involved in the attack. He's one of the most skillful players we have on our team, one of the most fun players to watch, and just a great personality. Just has a lot higher upside, again, than most of the strikers that we talked about, and this is someone that's basically our best fullback. And so he'll be a part of the team for a long time to come, at least you would think. While with all of the strikers, I could see any single one of them never playing another game after the next couple years. You just never know trajectories of strikers, and when we have so many options that are so close, it's so hard to tell that I don't want to take a risk on one. I'd much rather go with all of these proven players that I talked about here, and honestly, there's probably other proven players that I would want to go for too, like maybe, I don't even buy goalkeepers, but maybe a Zach Steffen. Like, I think that would be a better return on investment than buying the striker pool. I think buying Tyler Adams would be too. I think that there are so many other ways that you can go than gambling on the striker pool that's already so overvalued at the moment that personally I just don't see it in my best interest, and I'll continue on the pathway of not caring about our striker because honestly I have no clue who it'll be, and I don't know if they're going to matter in terms of the USMNT player pool in 2, 3, 5 years. There's no clue at all. But yeah, that is going to be it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Would love to hear your thoughts down below, as I'm sure there are many people that have them and would like to share them, and I'd love to read them. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. And with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.